Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It is bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I was originally set to do this video this morning. This video is going to be about Donald Trump. And it actually got to the point, I told you guys I get up about 2 a.m. I start going through the news stories. I found this news story about Donald Trump. And something he actually, this is just in the last day, something he actually said came right out of his mouth. And I've done videos talking about this. This is my greatest fear. So, I'll tell you about what he said in a minute. And I was going to do a video about that. And as I got up and started going about my business here, cleaning up, making my bed, taking a shower, getting prepared to do this video, I started thinking about it. And I started thinking about, what's the point? What's even the freaking point of doing this video? Because all it does is give me anxiety. Does it change anybody's mind? The people that are going to vote for Donald Trump, at this point, I think we all understand this. There's people that are going to vote for Donald Trump regardless. I mean, he literally could do or say anything, and these people will vote for him. I mean, this is the definition of a cult. I talked to somebody yesterday. I actually talked to two family members, and I brought up the fact that they're voting against their own best interests. I talked about how I voted for Ronald Reagan back in 1984, and I said I voted against my own best interest. I was going to school, and I read now the stuff that he was putting into the stuff he was putting into law. And I voted against my own best interest. And I told them, I told people in my family, like there's a family member that actually is a childless lady, a childless woman with a cat. And, I told her about J.D. Vance. And she says, she's still voting for Donald Trump. This guy is talking about her. And yet she's still going to vote for Donald Trump. And then I have older family members that receive Social Security that are retired. And I tell them, they're not rich by any means. And I tell them, I said, you're voting against your own best interest. And I explain that. And it doesn't even pay. I mean, that is the definition of a cult. Okay, so this morning I'm thinking about this. What I'm going to do the story about what Donald Trump said. And I started thinking about it. And and the people that voted for Donald Trump are going to vote for the people that are going to vote for him are going to vote for him regardless. Irregardless isn't really a word of whatever I say. And the people that aren't going to vote for him aren't going to vote for him. But I still have to talk about this. I actually downloaded the Philly cheesesteak video this morning because I got so disgusted thinking about doing this video. I was like, what is the point? All I'm going to do, it's going to give me anxiety making this video. Because I have now, I have 99% of me, I am 99% sure that what I see coming on election day is going to happen. I have no doubt. After hearing what Donald Trump said, he was speaking to a Christian coalition, something like that. The link will be right down below. This is just in the last day. And he tells them, look, you just have to, this is the last time you'll have to vote. Vote this time, and you'll never have, he says you'll never have to vote again. Like it's a big problem, it's a big issue. It's a big thing. It's going to be a relief. You will never, he actually says this. He says, you'll never have to vote again. He says, we'll have it fixed. No more elections. You'll never have to vote again. We'll have it fixed. He actually freaking says this. There's a saying, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. When somebody says, I'm an arrogant narcissist, you say, you're just kidding around. You're being, you're kind of, believe them. Believe them. So he actually comes out and says this. So I started thinking about making this video. And I started thinking, the people that aren't going to vote for Trump, which are a lot of people that watch me, are still, this just confirms what we already believe. I believe that the news media, the right-wing news media has a lot to do with this. The people in my family specifically just watch Fox News, and they're older. And they don't realize, they honestly do not realize. I try to explain it to them. I said, there's two different news sides now. And she said, oh, there always has been. I said, no, you don't understand. The news you're watching is very skewed. You're only seeing one side of this, and you know, and every time I talk to her, she's like, Joe Biden, Camilla Harris. You know, I hate them. You know, and I could tell she's been watching Fox News. I hear her repeating this stuff, you know, verbatim. And between Donald Trump and this right-wing media talking about something that never happened, about the election being stolen, these people have come to totally believe this. And then, you know, and they see Donald Trump as the savior for America, and the fact that he'll be, you know, he'll be the president for the rest of their lifetime is a perfect scenario for them, you know. So I started thinking, why make this video? So anyway, I know you guys are accustomed to seeing a live video, you know, a video from the actual morning. So I decided to make this video anyway, and look at Donald Trump himself, you know, an arrogant narcissist. Can you ever imagine what on election day? Say he actually loses to Kamala Harris. You know, the votes are, say it's close, but he loses. What's going to happen? Tell me, what is going to happen? He's going to say he won. He's been setting this up for years. So if he loses, he say he didn't really lose, just like last time. And the people will go insane this time, because they think they've been listening to him for 4 years. They're going to be like, no, this isn't going to happen again. We're going to, you know. They're going to freak out. There's, you know, I don't think I'm being overly, you know, I'm a laid back guy, but I don't think I'm being overly dramatic about this. If he wins, look what he's saying. Look at what he's saying. Look at Project 2025. You know, I can already see, I've talked about this in other videos. I said, you know, this is my greatest fear. Once he gets in office, he's going to say that, you know, he can't leave office for the good of America. You know, he has to fix these things. You know, people are trying to, you know, to just. It's the same thing that in Germany you heard in 1939 that there was these people that were ruining this country, and you know, and I have to fix this. You know, they're destroying our great country. You know, it's the same thing, and people in history is repeating itself. Can you picture Donald Trump leaving the White House in 4 years, saying, okay, you know, I did my thing, you know, passing the baton? And if he does, which I don't think he would ever do, I don't think once he gets in office, I don't think he'll ever leave. He'll have to be forced out of office. You hear him say this in this video. You will never have to vote again. We will have this fixed. What does it mean by fixed? The way he's saying this, he's serious about this. And it's like Trump supporters will say, well, he was kidding around. He was joking. Listen to him. Listen to the way he says this. Listen to his words. I'll put the link right on top. You know, believe him. You know, he's looking at getting rid of democracy. After 250 years of self-rule in this country, we're really facing the end of democracy. That's where we're at. In 3 months, it's here. It's happening now. The end of this country as we know it, into an autocracy. You know, and it scares the hell out of me. I don't know what else to say. You know, is this going to change any Trumpers' opinion? No. You know, the rest of you that are watching this that think like I do, it's not going to be a big surprise to you. And all it's going to do is going to elevate your anxiety like mine is right now. So I still had to make this video. I'll be back with another video. I got some more ideas for some more videos today. I'll be back with another video today, Sunday. Have a good day.